Why do some people reply to texts immediately, but let phone calls ring endlessly? Why does a simple call feel intrusive, even stressful, while texting feels safe and manageable? Psychology says this isn't rudeness. It's not laziness. And it's definitely not about you. It's about control, cognitive load, and how modern brains protect themselves. If you've ever ignored a call, but seconds later replied with, "Hey, what's up?" This video is about you. Avoiding calls while texting instantly is one of the clearest signs of how human communication has changed. And psychology explains exactly why. Phone calls remove control. Phone calls demand immediate presence. You can't pause. You can't edit. You can't think quietly before responding. Texting gives control over timing, tone, and emotional exposure. Psychologists call this response autonomy, the ability to manage when and how you engage. For many people, calls feel like emotional ambushes. Texts feel like choices. Calls create cognitive overload. A phone call requires multitasking, listening, processing, responding, managing tone, reacting in real time. For anxious, introverted, or mentally fatigued people, this is exhausting. Texting lowers cognitive load. It allows the brain to process information in chunks. That's why someone can text all day, but feel drained after a 5-minute call. Anxiety hates unpredictability. When your phone rings, you don't know why they're calling, how long it will last, what emotions you'll need to manage. Uncertainty triggers anxiety. Texting removes that threat. You see the message. You prepare your response. You stay emotionally regulated. Psychology links call avoidance to anticipatory anxiety, not social disinterest. Texting protects emotional boundaries. Calls invite emotional intimacy by default. Silences, tone shifts, unexpected vulnerability. Texting keeps distance. For people with avoidant attachment or emotional burnout, texting feels safer because it limits emotional exposure. It's not that they don't care. They just regulate closeness differently. Modern brains are always on. We live in constant stimulation, notifications, deadlines, information overload. A phone call feels like an interruption of mental flow. Texting fits into fragmented attention. Psychology shows people prefer communication methods that don't hijack focus, especially when mentally overwhelmed. The reframe. So if someone avoids your calls but texts instantly, it's rarely rejection. It's self-regulation. It's control over energy, over timing, over emotional bandwidth. This behavior reflects a brain trying to stay calm in a loud world. And understanding that can prevent a lot of misinterpretation, resentment, and unnecessary distance. If this felt uncomfortably accurate, you're not alone. Subscribe to the Human Circle. We break down the psychology behind modern behaviors people misunderstand every day. The next video might explain something about you that you've never been able to put into words.